Doug Livingston will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Doug Livingston.
First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Matt Duffy.
Stepping up now, Matt Duffy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Missed with a slider. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. The 1-2. Popped him up. Rodriguez over to his left, and that's the third out. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Back here in the Bronx, the Rangers on top in this one as we get a look at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Sean Rodriguez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First pitch of the at-bat. Bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning opening base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional.
Now batting, the first baseman,
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Mike Moustakas will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
You know, T-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. A ball and no strikes. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Davis hits a little over the 270 mark. Bellinger on second. Moustakas on at first with two down. 1-1 the count to Chris Davis.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And there's a base hit on the line. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Yimi Garcia trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Into the box now, Rick Felder. On the ground up the middle. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. Rangers will have to be content with just the 1. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. It's the Rangers 2 and the Yankees nothing. Riding in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. No hits to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on.
And hold on now. That's a fair ball down the left field line. Should be at least a double. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
From the stretch. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. A runner at second, nobody out. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. A little roller toward the hole. Bellinger fields cleanly. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher.
And up next will be Brett Nicholas. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he lays off there. 1-0. Bradley on third with 2 out. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one stayed too low apparently.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for the Yankees. They're down 2-0. And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And a good start to the inning for the Rangers. It's going to be a leadoff double.
Now batting, left fielder, John.
Striding into the box, John Flowers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Parrish has it in his tracks. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Stepping in, Julian Sanchez. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. A man at third with 1 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Sean Rodriguez. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. This year against right-handed pitching, Rodriguez has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Another 0-2 coming. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 29 home runs for him on the year as the Rangers have opened it up now 4-0.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
Now batting. Shortstop.
In now, Jake Stevenson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. This is line to left. Rasmus is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rangers on top here, 4-0. Parrish, he'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Soft liner to the left side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Throwing to second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Chopped weakly to the left. Moustakas comes up with it. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Nick Castellanos now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call it. Jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Yanks leave one. They're down 4-0. Aroldis Chapman enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
He's set. Here it comes. Pitch popped up. Castellanos waits on it. One down.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And this will find the wall out near Monument Valley. The relay throw. And he'll get in there safely.
Man, he's wishing right now this game could go on forever, or at least until he can get up again, because otherwise that is probably his last at-bat of the game, leaving him one leg shy of hitting for the cycle. Regardless, he's had an incredible game.
Here's Chris Davis now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Rasmus is there. Let's see if they test it.
Now batting, catcher, Rick Felder.
So coming to the plate, Rick Felder, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way out in front.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rosin bag and throw that and see if I can get a swing and a miss.
This is hit softly to third. He dives and makes a phenomenal catch as he takes away a run for sure, and the side is retired. Another look at a gem at third base as this ball is speared midair. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Into the box now, Matt Duffy. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Late that time for a strike. That's a tough take.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
The 0-2 home. Right side. Rodriguez fields it cleanly, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Here's Jackie Bradley now.
First offering on its way.
Try to check it, and it's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. One out, nobody on. 3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. Colby Rasmus waits on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Stepping in now, Colby Rasmus. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 delivery. So tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box, Scooter Gennett, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Outside, 2-1. Bradley, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last chance for the Yankees. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
4-0 the score this afternoon. The Texas Rangers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Solomon Jones earns win number 15 on the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Joel Copen pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.